Hello everyone, this is part 6 in a series of videos regarding inland spousal sponsorship application. And please watch my previous videos regarding this series to have a full understanding of the program. And all videos are listed in the playlist and description down below. And in today's video, I want to clarify a common question that many applicants have when preparing their inland spousal sponsorship application package. The question is, do I need to complete the form IMM 5562 that is supplementary information, your travels? And the short answer is no. For inland spousal sponsorship application, the form is not listed in the document checklist. Inland applicants are already residing in Canada. IRCC does not require you to submit this supplementary travel history form as part of your package. So if you are applying under the inland class, then you can safely leave IMM 5562 out of your application. All right. And let me double check the document checklist for you to confirm that you don't need this form if principal applicant is living inside Canada now. All right. So guys, here is the link to get your checklist form and instructions for sponsoring your spouse, partner, or dependent child. All right. And then you will need to answer all the information in here to get the checklist and forms. Number one is, who are you sponsoring? You need to answer your spouse in here. And then number two, the question is, what country does the person being sponsored live in? You have to select Canada because that is inland sponsorship. Okay, so in that, principal applicants need to live in Canada in order to satisfy the requirement of inland sponsorship application. And then the country of origin, the principal applicant is holding Vietnamese passport. Okay, and then after that, we can get the checklist and forms to see if he needs to provide the IRCC with any extra form. Okay, and here you go, that is the checklist. And then down here you can see for country specific requirement, that person doesn't need to provide the IRCC with the IMM 5562. It said that there are no extra forms for this country. This country means the country of residence. Principal applicant is living in Canada now. So in Canada, there's no extra form for this country, okay? Now, let me take extra example to see in which case that the principal applicant needs to provide Immigration Canada the form IMM 5562 for history of travels, okay? And its purpose is for outland spousal sponsorship applications and for your information only. And again, it does not apply to inland spousal sponsorship. It is only for further information for reference only, okay? And then again in here, the question, who are you sponsoring? You need to answer spouse and what country the person is living in now. For example, he is living in India and he is holding the passport. Countries of Vietnam in here, that is the original country. Okay, and then get the checklist and forms to see the difference. Okay, here you go guys. The country specific requirement, it asks you to provide the travel history, that is IMM 5562. And for example, if we reverse that country's president, like let's say in Vietnam now, and then principal applicant is holding the Indian passport, and then to get the checklist and forms. Okay, here you go guys. So as you can see in here, if the principal applicant is living in Vietnam, in the specific country's requirement that no extra forms need for this country of residence. Okay, so in summary, the additional forms of IMM 5562 is required if principal applicant is living in a specific country, and you will need to answer all of those questions in order to get the extra form or not need an extra form. Okay, and the IRCC needs a detailed history of your travels outside of your country of residence, not country of origin, not country of your passport issues. It depends on the country that you are living in now. Okay, so let's go back to John Smith, the principal applicant in this application. Since he is living in Canada and his wife is sponsoring him and the son to Canada under the spouse and common law partner in Canada class, this form is not needed, so I'm not going to click on this start button. Okay, so I hope it clarifies for this form. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next videos. Bye bye.